The transparency case extends logically at three levels: on the type of layer at first, on the layer's opacity, and on the layer's content. Let's see these three one by one. The first level of transparency has to do with the type of layer. It has to do with the fact if a layer has transparency or has not. So we have two types of layers: the transparent layers and the non-transparent layers. In the layers dialog, a non-transparent layer is presented with bold typeface and a transparent layer is presented with normal typeface. You can convert at any time a layer from the one type to the other just by right-clicking on the layer. Now this layer is transparent, and I can give the command by right-clicking remove alpha channel. Or this layer is non-transparent, and by right-clicking I can give the command add alpha channel. A non-transparent layer does not have transparency anywhere on its surface. You cannot see what is behind. You cannot see the other layers below in the stack. While on a transparent layer, you can make any part of the layer transparent so that layers below in the stack become visible. When you delete on a transparent layer, you always create an empty area through which you can see what is under. Instead, if you delete on a non-transparent, you always get the current background color. At first, this behavior may seem strange, but it can be useful, and let's see an example of it. I undo here, go to the sky layer, make a selection, invert the selection, feather it, and press del, delete. Quickly I made a frame. The layer is non-transparent. Now I make the layer transparent by adding an alpha channel, press delete. Later I will probably change my mind for the frame. I select another background color, and with this color I can fill the background. Or I can fill the down layer with a pattern or anything. I undo now repeatedly. If I convert a transparent layer to non-transparent, the pixels that are currently transparent get the background color. This may be useful in a similar fashion like the example with the frame I showed just a minute ago. Now let us see the second level of transparency that refers to the so-called opacity of the layer itself. This slider here, the opacity slider, is quite sophisticated, quite smart. You can type here a number with your keyboard. You can use these two little squares. You can use the top half of the slider to set a rough value, and you can use the down half for a fine adjustment. So in this way you set the, let me say, strength of the pixels for the whole layer. By moving the slider you see it on the fly right on the image. And finally, the third level of transparency refers to the pixels themselves right on the transparent layer. You can work on this layer. You can affect the pixels by using, for example, the eraser tool, as we have explained. And of course, this tool has its options. It has an opacity slider for the tool by which you can set the strength of the erasing action. That is to say, this way you go down to the pixel level in terms of transparency.